that somebody is Sam Hain, who is Lord of the Dead, who is Satan.
This is Almanac on All Hallows Eve, and I'm Shirley Muir. We've spirited in stories from Churchill and Beausejour and Winkler tonight, and those are communities that are finding Halloween is scary for different reasons. Winkler is part of Manitoba's Bible Belt, a strong Christian community. And that means for some children in this town, Halloween is going to be different this year.
Mommy, now draws angel but no hands.
Angel with no hands.
There are no ghosts being drawn at this kitchen table, no black cats, no scary witches. Those are symbols of Halloween, a celebration that's rooted in the occult.
Halloween began its roots, I think it's about 2,000 years ago, with the Druids. And they're in England, a group of people. And what they would do is on October 31st, they would take people and burn them alive as a sacrifice to Sam Hain, who is Lord of the Dead, who is, we know, Satan, right? How many flags do you have? 16.
These mothers belong to the local Mormon and Mennonite churches, and they say Halloween is not part of their faith. Their answer is a hallelujah party. No costumes, but lots of toys and treats for the kids. Local businesses get on board, and they contribute hundreds of dollars of food for 300 guests. The event is held at the local school. During the week, this school also plays down the dark side of Halloween.
We have in our school what we call Thanksgiving parties, and it has a lot of support from our parents. They think it's much more positive than to focus on Halloween.
Parents concerned about Halloween say things have changed since they were kids.
Oh, I remember dressing up and scaring myself and my friends, having fun with it. But as an adult now, I realize that it's not just fun and games, and that it's like dabbling in something that is negative. And I don't want to dabble in the negative. I want to do something positive.
Parents in Churchill worry tonight about what's roaming their streets. They've got the RCMP, the fire department, and natural resources staff out on the street to protect their children. The evil is polar bears, and one of their favorite haunts this time of year are the streets of Churchill. On Halloween, that means kids and candies and polar bears are out together.
We have to increase surveillance just to eliminate any or try to avoid any potential bear-people conflicts. And with kids out in large numbers, it's again, they're covering areas where there wouldn't normally be kids at that hour. So therefore, we're just trying to make sure that we can spot those bears extremely fast. So we run with trucks, with vehicles all equipped with lighting, extra lighting, and survey the outskirts of the town as well as I said, the inside of town with a lot of people and vehicles.
In Beausejour, it's not the wildlife they worry about, it's the wild teenagers. The RCMP actually hosted teen dance tonight to get the kids off the street and into a school gymnasium. For a lot of small towns, Beausejour's story about a Halloween 2 years ago will be eerily familiar.
It's a little unnerving for some people when they went uptown on a weeknight to see, 200, 300, 400 kids all hanging out within a half a block radius. Some of the younger kids in the community got a little rambunctious. They decided to drag out a couple of straw bales and a couple of pallets, and they set them on fire in the middle of the street in front of the hatchery.
Sometimes we have to stay off the main street ourselves because we were constantly being egged ourselves. And when you've got that many kids, it's hard to just deal with them.
Fires, vandalism. It's just a small town tradition, and it was just at its peak, I think. It was the best year ever. We had a really good Halloween.
Well, you just have this feeling that you can just go wild, because it only happens once a year. So you just know you can get away with whatever you want.
Last year, they had a dance to deter us from having a good time on the streets.
Very well last year. There were a lot fewer problems in town, and I think it gives the young people a chance to go somewhere. There's something on, and the temptation maybe is to say, no, I don't want to be out downtown.
I think that, everybody's got a few of them in their past that they participated in. Even myself, I have a long history of certain things that way. But I think it's just a matter of some of them were getting out of hand.
Relax. Take a pill. We're kids. We're only going to be young once, and we're going to do it the best way we know how.
RCMP hope to get 200 of those kids to their dance tonight. One group they won't have to worry about are the little kids, and they've been hyped for Halloween all week. We caught up with a group of them at the local library at story time.
It's Halloween, the night is dark, wild noises fill the air. The trees have eyes, the sidewalks creak, the shadows slide and stare. There is a house that's up our street, it's old and falling down. The steps are cracked, the windows sag, it's the creepiest house in town. This is the night that we've agreed to visit the haunted house. So grit your teeth, hold my hand, and be as quiet as a mouse. We tiptoe to the haunted house, a horrible sight to see. The place seems filled with ghostly guests having a ghastly tea. The windows wink with eerie light, the chimney puffs blue smoke. The purple clouds do somersaults, the moon laughs at the joke. With shaking hands and clacking teeth, we shiver at the door. The goblins dance, the elves cavort, the nymphs and fairies soar. We push our way through thick cobwebs and into a corner shrink. Oh, what a Halloween we'll have. We'll never sleep a wink.
I know.
Did you get scared?